Welcome back to the Relaxing Ghost channel here on YouTube. As always, your host with the most, Ghost. Today we got the world's greatest wrestling managers DVD set here. This is one of the better, greatest wrestling insert thing here DVDs they have made. I did enjoy this quite a bit, but it seems like they did take their time a little bit more with this, and I think this one is fairly well done for the most part. I mean, similar to the Most Powerful Family Wrestling, you could make a DVD for each and every one of these guys. I mean, guys like Paul Heyman, Bobby Heenan, they've already had their DVDs, but I mean, a guy like Jimmy Hart, Freddie Blassie, Jim Cornette definitely deserve their DVDs. So this is like the the greatest wrestling managers plus Sonny. So first up, I really love this cover. You know, you see all their managers from their glory days, and then there's just Sonny that throws everything off. I absolutely love the WWE Legends logo. Wish they would use that a bit more. Shot of that spine. So a 3-hour runtime. This was a 2006 release. So at last, homage is paid to the brains and beauties behind the brawn, the most famous and infamous managers in wrestling history. The men and women you'll see here are architects of a superstar's success, and sometimes the designers of their downfall. These master manipulators will go down in history as the greatest wrestling managers. Then they list, who's included in the DVD, and this release takes a look at the art of managing, the evolution of female managers, and highlights some of the most well-known, colorful managers professional wrestling has ever seen, along with their biggest moments and matches. So we have 80 minutes of exclusive extras, and then they list some there. The Fuji Vice, awesome. So that's one who should be on the cover, is Mr. Fuji. Kind of weird they didn't include him or the Grand Wizard on the cover. Those are like the classic managers. The Wizard, Jimmy Hart, Freddie Blassie, Lou Albano, Bobby Heenan, and Mr. Fuji. You know, when you watch like late 80s, early 90s stuff. And Slick, I'm surprised he wasn't included in this. So we got a little ad here. Let's take a look at this, because this is really cool. You know, it's not like your standard one from like the Attitude Era DVDs, but this gives you the DVD name and the release date. Hogan, Pillman, the WWE title, the AWA, Roddy Piper. It's when the Dusty Rhodes DVD first came out. Really, really cool. Really like that. Disc art, not the best. It's like they were trying to make this thing like the managers were the blueprint, like it said on the back. Like they got this blueprint thing going on here. I don't know. Don't really dig that concept too much, but I get it. So again, more of our blueprint stuff going on here. So chapters, we got an introduction by Todd Grisham, what makes a good manager, Freddie Blassie, the Grand Wizard, the mouthpiece, Sonny, Jimmy Hart. Who's the mouthpiece? The mouthpiece? Oh, I think the mouthpiece was just a collection of different managers who didn't make the cut. We got Grisham on the megaphone, women managers, Paul Bearer, Arnold Scotland, previous wrestling experience, Sensational Sherry, Jim Cornette, Todd Grisham swinging away, The Art of Cheating, Paul Heyman, Captain Lou Albano, wrestling managers and matches, Miss Elizabeth, and Bobby Heenan. Extras include Captain Lou Albano vs. Arnold Scotland, Bobby Heenan versus Greg Gagne in a weasel suit match. Jim Cornette versus Paulie Dangerously in a tuxedo match. Great American Bash, 1989. Then we got interviews, vignettes, music videos. We got Vince McMahon interviewing Freddie Blassie and Nikolai Volkov. Tony Schiavone interviews Jim Cornette. Fuji Vice. And that one's weird they included this Fuji Vice because it's like Mr. Fuji and Don Morocco. And they're like cops. And they're after this lady who's selling cocaine, which is really weird. Vince McMahon interviews the Grand Wizard and Bob Duncombe. Mean Gene Okerlund visits the Hart Foundation. That segment's actually on the Allied Powers DVD. Bobby Heenan winning the 1976 Manager of the Year Award. Captain Lou Albano wins the 85 Manager of the Year Award. Larry Nelson interviews Paulie Dangerously. Together, the Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth wedding video from SummerSlam 91. Sensational Sherry visits the funeral parlor. Bruno Sammartino interviews Arnold Skolland. And Sonny sings Happy Birthday from Raw 1996. So, overall, I did really enjoy this DVD set. I think it's one of the better, collection DVDs, like I said earlier. So, let me know your thoughts on the Greatest Wrestling Managers DVD, guys. I am going to give this one a thumbs up. So, if you don't have it in your collection, I mean, this one does go for a little bit higher than some other DVDs. So, try to find this, around maybe $10-15, I think would be a fair price. So, take some time. Subscribe, guys. We'll talk to you later. Peace.